Have you ever wondered why popcorn suddenly explodes inside a microwave? Or why cutting an onion almost always brings tears to your eyes? And have you ever looked in a mirror and thought, why does it seem to reverse everything? These are things we experience almost every day, yet most of us never stop to ask why. The surprising part? The science behind them is much simpler and far more fascinating than you might think. So let's uncover 5 everyday mysteries that have been hiding in plain sight. Let's begin with our first everyday mystery. Why does popcorn pop? It might look like magic, but every popcorn kernel is actually hiding a tiny drop of water inside it. As the kernel heats up, that water turns into steam. Since the outer shell is incredibly hard, the steam has nowhere to escape, so the pressure keeps building higher and higher. Eventually, the pressure becomes too much for the shell to handle. In a split second, it bursts open, and the soft starch trapped inside expands almost instantly. That's what creates the light, fluffy popcorn we all love to eat. But here's something interesting. Not every kernel pops. Some kernels don't contain enough moisture, while others have tiny cracks in their shell that let the steam escape before enough pressure can build. That's why a few stubborn kernels are always left behind at the bottom of the bowl. Now, let's move on to our next mystery. Why do onions make us cry? The moment you slice into an onion, thousands of its tiny cells break open. This releases natural sulfur compounds that quickly react with the air, creating an invisible gas. When that gas reaches your eyes, it forms a mild irritant on the surface. Your eyes immediately go into defense mode. To protect themselves, they produce tears to wash the irritating substance away. So, those tears aren't a sign of sadness. They're actually your body's clever way of keeping your eyes safe. Here's a useful trick. Try chilling an onion in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes before cutting it. The colder temperature slows down the release of the irritating gas, meaning there's less of it to reach your eyes, and fewer tears for you. Let's move on to another mystery that has confused people for centuries. Why do mirrors seem to reverse everything? Surprisingly, mirrors don't actually swap your left and right. They reverse front and back by reflecting light straight back from whatever is in front of them. So why does it feel like left and right have switched? It's because your brain imagines turning around to face your reflection. That mental rotation creates the illusion that your sides have been reversed, even though the mirror never changed them. It's a simple trick of perception, and once you know it, mirrors become a lot less mysterious. Now it's time for our fourth mystery. Why does the sky change color? Sunlight may look white, but it's actually made up of many different colors. As sunlight passes through Earth's atmosphere, those colors scatter in different ways. Blue light scatters the most, which is why the sky appears blue during the day. But at sunrise and sunset, sunlight has to travel through much more of the atmosphere. By the time it reaches our eyes, most of the blue light has scattered away, leaving behind the beautiful reds, oranges, and pinks that paint the sky each evening. So the next time you watch a sunset, remember, you're actually witnessing science creating one of nature's most beautiful displays. Let's finish with one of the most fascinating mysteries. Why is every fingerprint unique? Your fingerprints begin forming before you're even born. While your genes help shape the basic pattern, tiny differences inside the womb, like pressure, movement, and the surrounding environment, make every fingerprint completely unique. That's why even identical twins who share the same DNA don't have matching fingerprints. Because no two fingerprints are exactly alike, they remain one of nature's most reliable ways to identify a person. It's amazing to think that you've been carrying your own one-of-a-kind signature with you since before you were born. Science is all around us, even in the simplest things we see every day. Sometimes, all it takes is a little curiosity to uncover something amazing. Because the greatest mysteries aren't always hidden in space or at the bottom of the ocean. Sometimes they're right in front of us. We've just never stopped to ask why. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Curio Horizon for more fascinating discoveries. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.